Welcome to In Her Voice, a podcast created for women who listen to and live by their deepest wisdom, their inner voice. This was made for you, the woman who feels pulled to more, to lead, to create, to dream, and to be a world changer. My name is Kelly Covert, and I am an inner voice coach. Join me here each week as we explore what it means to reach for your inspired potential, all while honoring your worthiness each and every day. Oh, hey there. This is Kelly. Are you excited to be here today? Because I'm excited that you are here today. I'm always excited to be behind the microphone, sharing my thoughts with you, sharing what my inner voice has put on my heart to say to you today. And here is the question. Are you an overachiever? Just sit with that for a minute. I believe, first of all, before I go there, I will say I used to be an overachiever. And sometimes I still am. And I'm really glad that most of the time I'm not. And isn't that funny? Because I think a lot of people, when they hear that question, are you an overachiever? The answer would be yes, proudly. Because in America, in our society, overachieving is deeply rewarded. And it's something that people strive to, quite frankly. But I have found in my life that overachieving leads me to a place of comparing. It leads me to a place of despair. It leads me to a place of always not feeling like I'm enough. And when I turned 40, the year that I turned 40, I recognized that I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I was done with feeling not enough. And so, you know what I decided to do the year I turned 40? I decided, instead of creating big, huge goals, like running a marathon or, whatever that bucket list of when you turn 40 should be, I decided I was going to live a year of underachieving and be super intentional about that. And when I started telling people I'm underachieving this year, they would kind of chuckle. And I think sometimes it would make them feel very uncomfortable. Like, why would you intentionally be an underachiever? And this is why, because I was tired. I was really tired of doing all of the things all of the time and never feeling like that was enough. I was addicted to external affirmation, and that high of getting the gold star felt really good for a time, and then it would wear off again. And I was so tired of the roller coaster life of achievement, feeling good, and then going back into that valley of thinking, oh, well, now what next? That's a hard ride. And I think that I look around at women and I see that push. I see that drive. I see that feeling that we always need to be doing more in order to feel like we're enough, in order to feel like we're worthy. And I wanted to pop in here and just give you some thoughtful questions for you to think about, because they're thoughtful, about if you are an overachiever and if that's a good thing, or if that's something that you might want to start to shift. So, are you an overachiever? Do you constantly crave external affirmation? Do you push through discomfort on a regular basis to the point of not taking care of yourself in order to finish something or to be successful or to feel successful at a project? So for example, are you working too many hours? Are you staying up late or not going to bed at all in order to finish something? Another thing to think about Do you compare yourself to others? Do you feel like you push harder in order to be equal with someone? If you said yes to that, you might be an overachiever. Do you find it difficult to do nothing? Do you find it difficult to sit still? Do you find it difficult to relax? If you said yes to those, you might be an overachiever. This is something that I see often in myself and in others, and that is that you feel guilty if you just like sit and read a book for an hour, or if you just hang out and do nothing, or if you chill out on the back porch for 30 minutes. And this is really, really common if you're an underachiever. Sitting still or resting feels uncomfortable. It feels lazy, and you feel guilty about that. All of these things add up to a life that is constantly in motion. And when we are constantly in motion, guess what is really, really hard to hear? Our inner voice. And I'm not saying to stop achieving. I'm not saying to stop wanting more for your life. But there is a really big difference between thoughtful, purposeful achievement and overachieving for the sake of that hit of affirmation or to feel like you're good enough. I want you to know right now that no matter what you do, or no matter what you have done, or no matter what you have not done, or no matter what you will not do, you are worthy right now. Your worthiness doesn't decrease or increase. It is the same. And so when we begin to step back from the chronic overachieving, from the pushing and the striving and the hustling, and we get honest with ourselves about what we really want, about what our inner voice is asking us to really do, and be intentional about the things that we're doing, that is when we step into our worthiness. It's there for us. It's waiting for us, but we have to choose it. And so I just want you to sit with this. I want you to sit with this idea of, are you an overachiever? And if the answer that keeps coming up to you is yes, and I'm tired, and I don't want this anymore, and it doesn't feel good, then let's talk about that. Because I want you to know you do not have to keep doing and doing and doing and doing in order to feel worthy. It is not required. And if that is what you need to hear today, I will tell it to you over and over again. You are worthy now. Sister, stop for just a second and take a breath and listen. What does your heart want you to do? And what can you set aside in order to create a life that feels worthy of you? I would love to help you with this. I would love to support you with this. And let's face it, just listening to a podcast might not do it. It might, but it might not. And one of the hardest things for an overachiever to ask for is help, because I don't need help. Why should I need help? If I need help doing this, there's something wrong with me. I should be able to do this on my own. Guess what? You don't have to. It is not required. And when you reach that hand out and you ask for help, guess what? You get so much more than help. You get someone standing there with you, believing with you, reminding you that you are worthy each and every day. This is my work. This is my passion. This is my purpose. And I would love to support you in this. If you want to learn more about what inner voice coaching is all about and what that would feel like for you, and what the outcome would be for you, which is a joyful, peaceful life where you are aligned, where you feel good, let's talk. Let's chat. Sign up for a discovery call at kellycovert.com/discovery. It's free. There's no commitment. And it's all about you. It's all about giving you the support that you need to live the life that you want to be living. And you deserve that. You are worthy.